back. The storm has passed and my PC hasn't crashed. Wonderful. Okay, so let's see where we left off. We left off at coding. There we go. So, as we can see here, we need to make it so that developer, I can disable this. Let me do it like this. If I do inventory, let's go to map selection menu, and I add another one I call dev. There we go. We go back to map selection menu and I make another item. To call this a command block item. And the reason why I'm to call this a command block item, whoop, I forgot to put on Apple Music, I noticed. Turn the music and let's see if it runs. And back here. No, not the home. There. Shuffle. And there we go. Wonderful. If we go back to main screen. Okay, we've got our music back. Wonderful. Okay, so to make a new item, dev final items stack home equals new item stack material dot command block or do this item stack dot of there we go, and we say dev. Do I do this? Okay, I just do dot of. Okay, so that removes the deprecated. Items stack dot off. There we go, that removes the deprecation. I think that's better. Item stack dot of. There we go. And then final item meta equals dev meta equals dev dot get item metadata. And all the way down here, I add another one. We say dev meta dot custom name component dot text. And then we say here dev option. There we go, option. And then we say here dot color, and then we named text color dot gold. I think it's best. And then we don't always forget to add a item meta. We say dev dot set item meta dev meta. There we go, and a semicolon. Wonderful. If I go back here, now I just need to add the next one. Set item, and then we say dev 0, it's the first one. And what that does is first it clears no, it's not going to clear my inventory, and it's not going to do that. But what it is going to do, it is going to say if player dot get name equals the teleporter 9. So that means if I'm not, so if it's not the name to return, there we go. What's the error? Let's see what the error is. Okay. Equals with equals, and then this is just spelling teleport 9 and save teleport. There we go. So if it's not me, and return, so nothing happens. But if it is me, then what I'm going to do, I'm to put into the main class, so Elytra minigame. I'm going to say this is for testing, so I'm going to say public boolean is dev. And then equals false. So then we say map selection, and then we say if is we say new Elytra minigame dot is dev is true. Then we say new Elytra minigame dot is id dev, not is. I have to be is dev. id dev is dev dot is dev equals true, and then we just do the exact same again, just reversed. If it is not, then we say to false. No, then we say here to false, because if it is true, we say to false. If it's false, we put it to true. Okay, and now if I go back to inventory listeners, and I say here, let's see, how do I do this? That's a good question. I can't answer right now. How do I do that? I think how can I do this? Maybe if I do, yeah, okay, no, thank you. Nope. If I do here, there, with the comments, thank you, Claude. Okay, I'm to leave that. Then we say here, new Elytra minigame dot is dev. There we go. So now I have to go back into map selection, and then we say if is no, we say new Elytra minigame dot is dev. We say player dot send message component dot text dev enabled, and then we do the same but disabled. Disabled if it isn't. So there, and there. So let's see how that works, and hopefully we run into no problems. And so that's done wonderful. So I get kicked out of the server and go back and joined. And maybe it works, we'll see. So you see, dev option, dev disabled. So now, if I click on cavern, I won't be able to do it. But if I do dev disabled, why does it always say disabled? So if dev is, if it's true, we set to false. If it's false, so if it's equals to false, we set to true. Simplified. There we go. If it is, if equals false. 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 Simplify. Okay, and let's hopefully this works. So if dev is true, hopefully it works. Wonderful. Okay, back to server list and let's see how it runs. Well, it just spams disabled. Why? Disabled. Plus is dev dot to string dot is dev. New Elytra minigame dot is dev. There we go. I copy that, and then hopefully it will show why it doesn't work. There we go, and let's see if it runs properly. And we are finished. Join again. False, 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 false. Okay, we could spam false. If Elytra... Oh, no wonder why. I put this first. Because I said in the beginning to false. So if it's false, it's true. I think. We'll see. Elytra minigame. Please work. I beg of you, please work. False, 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 false. That's not good. Okay. How do I solve that? Wait, I think I need to completely redo this. Let me do that. Okay, because we use it so often, it's going to say Elytra minigame plugin equals Elytra minigame dot get plugin Elytra minigame dot class. There we go. And then say plugin dot is dev. Oh, then I toggle that, yeah. Plugin dot is dev. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And then we say, oh, so this is way better to do that. Yeah, I'll remember now. Let me say, if plugin dot is dev, then we say player dot send message component dot text dev mode enabled mod mode, and then else layer dot send message component dot text dev mode disabled. There we go. Disabled. And let's rerun and see if it works. I'm excited. And okay, compiled. Okay, info. And done. Back to game, we restart. Map selector, dev enabled, disabled, wonderful, enabled. If I'm enabled, if I go to cabinets and dev mode is enabled, I hit tick, not my Elytra art. Disabled, not my enabled. Doesn't work. Why not? If I go back to listeners, if is enabled, let's do like this. So say if if new Elytra minigame dot is dev is false equals false. I can simplify this. Simplify. Yeah, so if it's false, so if it's, yeah, we'll do that. And we'll run that, and maybe it works. Okay, so please run properly now. Okay, and we go back to server list and we join. Map selector enabled. Enable. Okay, doesn't work. Wonderful. Okay, let me rather do it like this. Is dev. Okay, so it's not working at all. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm going to not use that. I'm going to keep it as is before. So keep it like that. Yeah. Okay, to go back to an older version, I think that would be more beneficial. Wonderful, it's all in one line. Makes wonderful sense. Okay. Okay. Now where's the curly bracket? It's still in there. No, okay, let's do copy. Let me retry that. Okay, hopefully that works, and we'll see if the dev thing works. We'll just leave the dev and we'll just hard code it if it's on or not. Elytra minigame. Okay, and done. Wonderful. We can go back to Minecraft and play. And let's see how it goes. Go there. Can I take it off? Yes, I can. Okay. I'll fix that eventually later. Let me just make it look okay. I mean, I think I forgot a semicolon. I mean, a curly bracket somewhere. Or did I? Let me check. So let me add that there. For 2 times true. I think this one goes there. Okay, I'm just going to leave it as is and we'll see if it works. I think I only need 1. And then I think I only need you to be there to be removed back there. Okay, let's see if that works. And maybe it actually works. Okay, hop back to game and let's play. Oh, that's not good. Okay. I also need to say event.setCancel to be true. I think that's the correct way to do it, and maybe it runs properly. Done, wonderful. Let's go back to directory and we'll see. So now if I go back to Cavern, can I take my lighter off? Yes, I can. I can go to lobby, it clears me, I can go to Cavern. Wonderful. And I can directly start flying. I think I'll add a countdown eventually later. I just want to get the base game working. Now I think the next thing we're going to work on is these thrusters, so we can actually finish the run completely. I mean, technically speaking, you could, if you're good enough, completely go through the game without ever using one of these. But I mean, that's bloody difficult, because for example here you need to have some speed, otherwise you land on the floor, and that's not beneficial. So to get the paper MC documentation, there we go, and I'm just switch here for display entities. There we go, display entities. So we've got a block equals world.spawn location block display class entity. Okay, let's see, can I do a raycast? No, I can't do a raycast. Okay, let me first make a new package. Package. What do we call this package? Booster, I think. Boosters. Oh no, game element. Element. There we go. And here, I think I'm going to do a new class element. There we go. So back into listeners, I have an on-click event here. There you go. And I think I'm going to make another one. Sorry. There we go. I think I'm going to make another one. So let me first figure out where to put that. There we go. So we say public static item stack. And then we say booster, I think. Booster item. Booster set item equals item stack dot of material dot. I think I'm not going to do rocket. What item? I think I'm going to use feather. And then we say public static item meta equals booster set item meta equals booster set item get item meta. And there we go. And then when I give it, I'm going to add another here. So if the event.getName, yeah, so it's event.getPlayer.getName equals the teleporter 9. There we go. Then I'm going to do first, I'm going to add some more stuff here. Map selection. Let's say booster set item meta dot custom name. We say component dot text there, and inside the component dot text I'm going to say booster a place, and next to that I'm going to say dot color text color dot named text color dot aqua. Let's do aqua. There we go. And then finally we do dot set item metadata booster set item metadata. There we go. And then in here I say event dot get player dot get inventory dot add item booster set item. There we go. Now if I rerun that, equals that there, I think that's better. Okay, I need to do the same thing again with a different item. So I'm going to copy that and it's a boost and say lifter. Lifter. And then instead of feather, back to server list, I think instead of a feather, home lobby, I think instead of a feather, what I'm going to do now is, where do I give the thing? I think I'm going to get it here. Reset players. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm going to put it at the very top. So right here. There we go. So you get the booster set item. And that's set here, and then the custom name booster item. Anyways, I think I'm just going to use, not the slime, campfire. I think a campfire makes the most sense. Campfire. So the feather, we say campfire. Campfire. There we go. So we've got the campfire running and other things running. Anyway, so then I just copy this, and then I change this with booster. I change with this lifter. Set item, meta, lifter, lifter set item with lifter set item meta, lifter with set item meta. Doesn't matter. We go back in and hopefully it runs. And done. Wonderful. Back to server list and we join. Joining world iterate. There we go. Booster place. So why do I not get... Oh, because it wasn't given to me. That makes sense. I just copy this. Whoop. And then we see lifter. Lifter. There we go. And we should have both now. And hopefully we're finished and done. Back, help, and so further on. Iterate, and there we go. Got booster place and booster place. I think I need to change the booster place to lifter place. Lifter. There we go. We've got lifter and booster place. Let's see here. We have the booster now. Now I check here, so I'm say if meta dot has custom name and meta dot custom name dot equals, what does this thing complain now? Okay, I guess so. Meta dot custom objects, this is just what Java, objects dot equals meta dot custom name equals booster set item dot set item meta, wait, what? Booster set item meta dot custom name, or now this is where it gets interesting, or objects dot equals meta dot custom name lifter item meta dot custom name equals, then we say event dot get player dot send message component dot text hello world. There we go, and we rerun this. You will see hopefully that it works. Done. There we go. So back to server list and we join. Encrypting joining world. Hello world, hello world, hello world, and this opens the image. Wonderful. Okay. Now I need to figure out raycasting. Raycast. Okay, it doesn't work. Event.hello world. So raycast. Can I raycast? So instead of that, we do here. So then we say here public void place element. There we go. I'm not going to make, I'm just making enum here, so a public enum called element. There we go. We have a booster, and a lifter. There we go. Booster and a lifter. Then we say element. I think we make the element big here, so that works. Element and element and player. Now I have to be player. Right, and then I say player.ray trace block. What does that do? Performs a ray trace that provides the measure of target block. This makes the block's precise collision shape into account. Fluids are ignored. This may cause loading of chunks. Some implementation may impose artificial restriction on the maximum distance. Ooh. Information on the target block. Okay, that makes sense. Ray trace blocks. What's the maximum distance should normally be? I think that the maximum distance for one of these is like 10 blocks. I say it's 10 blocks. 10 blocks should be fine. Yeah, 10 blocks should be fine. So 10, there we go. Wonderful. So play.ray trace blocks is 10. And while we do that, and then I have to say block, target, block, targeted block equals player.ray trace. Because what does return at ray trace result? What's the ray trace result? Block. Yeah, so private ray trace result is a block, hit block. And then we alt enter. There we go. Import class. And this doesn't work. There we go. Okay. I just have to cast that because it does return. So we first ray trace. So let me say if the targeted block dot get type dot equals material dot, and now I can say is it fire? Will it see fire? That's the question. Block fire. Yeah, we'll see fire. So I say fire. Or I'm gonna say just in case netherrack, because I think that's what's beneath this thing is netherrack. Yeah. So or I'm just gonna copy this just to save some time. I don't think this is the most efficient way to do this, but it's good enough. Equals netherrack. There we go, netherrack. If that's the case, if it equals netherrack, what I'm going to do now, then if it equals netherrack, get type, why? There we go, assert. Okay, assert. I guess that's what it does. And if it's not used, yep. So, if it is one of these, then I'm going to say player.send message component.text a lift correct, and then do this exact same thing again, but if it is white carpet or yellow carpet, and then we say booster. There we go. And then back to listeners, I'm going to say, instead of saying hello world, I'm going to say new user menu element summoner, and after first imported, so the very top, import org.solocode.minigame.game elements.element summoner, then I say element summoner, new element summoner dot place element. What does a place element need? The element summoner needs an element and a player. Actually, I don't need it. That's true. I don't need the element. I don't need this parameter because it's not used anywhere. I just need the player. It automatically detects what it is, so it doesn't make sense using this is event.getPlayer. Yeah. And let's rerun that and see how it does. Snapshot. Using preparing level. Done. Wonderful. Back to the game. Oh, what? You can use F3 in game. That's weird. Okay, that's cool. You can use F3 while in the loading screen. Okay, so now if I go, for example, if I go ray trace and I say, let me lifter booster and say lifter for now. And if I right click and look at this, it should say, oh, then I also say event.cancel. That's true. Element summoner, and I say here, say, okay, then I need to say event.cancelled. So let's see here. If we go back to inventory listeners, no, we say to normal listeners. So, so if it says yes, so it still works normally. Okay. We say event.set cancelled to be true. So now if I rerun this, please work. Okay, let me just here say get bucket.getLogger.warning, please work, and rerun, and let's see what happens. Okay, done, wonderful. And let's run. So now if I go booster and I go lifter, this I should be able to place it normal. No, I can't, that's fine. If I go here, it says, there's an error. Okay, that's good. Could not pass. Yeah, why? Please work. So it said please work, but then it says could not pass event play interact. Yeah, 16. What's the problem here? 104, 16. What's the error? Create cannot cast to class or bucket to block or an unnamed module of loader. Okay, so I can't cast. That's wonderful. Ray trace result. Okay, targeted block trace. Let's say block targeted block equals targeted block trace dot get hit block. What does this return? Returns gets hit block. Okay, so that should be now correct. We go back to element summoner and it should work now. And the run has ended. Wonderful. And help for help. Back to the list. And we see here, if I now go back all the way, for example, the lifter. So you fly along here. Now, lift correct. Doesn't say anything. Lift. Why did that say booster? Oh yeah, lift correct. Lift correct I think I don't need different items. That might be actually better. So I just need one item. Okay. So I don't need you. I don't need you. Okay, let me remove that and that. Yeah, so I don't need more than one. So I just need booster. Call it. Yeah, let's call it booster for now. Remove this. And I remove this. Where else do I have it? Yep, and I remove this. Okay, now it should work with just one, because it actually did work with both. So yeah, because I don't check which item I'm holding, so it just depends. And then you start working with block displays. Okay, so we go back here, and then we start again. Loading terrain, wonderful. So if I've got booster place, but map selector still works, wonderful. I cannot do, no, okay. I died. That's depressing, okay. Let's see here. So it will say probably correct, so lift correct, and then say booster correct. Booster correct, yes, it works, wonderful. Okay, very cool. So now since that works, I just need to wait. I think I should always put in the beginning and then end. Okay, that's on me. I think always at the end. So if we go back to element summoner, we say place element, and then I put here void summon display lock display. Then we say thread. Now we say element, and then we say also location. Location, there we go. Now this is where the paper API comes into play. So I have to say block display equals display.world.spawn. So say block display, let's say lifter there equals world.spawn, say get world.spawn spawn location, so location block display dot class and entity and this is a lambda expression then, I guess. And they say set block. Okay, so you say entity dot set block material dot, I think white, let's go stained glass dot create block data. What does this do? Create block data. Okay, I think we just need to memorize that, and then we close it there. Okay, so if you sum block display, and then I just put this in the switch statement, so switch element, and then I do case lifter. I think I can just do case lifter, there we go, because it's a bit modern Java, and I paste it in there. Do I just, no, I can't do that. I just need to do it like that, and like that, and like that. Yes, and then we do like that. Okay, wonderful. So case lifter, and then we can do case a lifter booster. I want to put you here, and then I just copy you and I paste this there. I want to put you back. Why can't I put it back? Should put a semicolon? No. Where is the closing bracket? There, and then there's the semicolon, and then there's break. And then I just move you back here. Okay, wonderful. And then we just do the exact same thing. So I'm still, so this one is for this one. I don't need this one. Oh wait, what is this one used for? Because this one activates there. This one is that one, and this one is that one. And what do I need this for? I can't do lifter, I just have to do booster. Ooh. Booster. Instead of white stained glass, I do yellow. Let's go stained glass. Stained glass. There we go. And then I just remove it back. No, I leave it like that as is, and then I do break. And I just need to move the case one back. No, I mean like tab, and then we do it like that. Okay, so we've got our summoner, booster, and whatever. Now, let's see where it actually summons, because I might made a mistake somewhere. Elytra minigame, yeah, we'll see. Done for help, okay. Back to server and start. And let's see what happens. So we go to booster place. Cleared, wonderful. And I fly all the way down. Here. If I click now. Lift correct. Dash TP at E. Type equals block. Play. At S. It's at S. No entities were found. Why not? Can't I summon? Oh, I didn't call the function. That's what I remembered. So then, that means I don't need to check if it's correct. I can just do. Am I overcomplicating this? Yes, I am. I can just do this, or and then I just copy this here. There and there. Means I don't need you. Okay, wait, and that means I put you, close you there, put you there. And now we are going with gas. Lift slash boost, correct, and then we do summon block. Oh wait, no, that's why we need the different ones. Okay, wait, no, I wasn't doing something stupid. I was about to say, I was doing something correct. You say, summon block display, new element dot, or we say element, say element dot, this is fire, so it's a lifter. Why is this an error? And then the, targeted block trace dot get hit block dot get location. There we go. And then I just do the exact same thing here, except I do, instead of lift, I say booster. Booster. There we go. Now if I rerun this, whoops, this can't be there. Now if I rerun this, it should work. I beg so. Help for help. Wonderful. We finished. Back to server and rejoin. Boost the place. And I, for example, do here. Oh, wonderful. That's cool. So it centers automatic. Okay, that saves a bunch of time. So if I do here, it centers automatically. Okay, that's cool. Now if I do the TP command, teleport your two entities. Okay, cool. So that works. And type post this block display. There we go. So that's bloody cool. Now how do I change this? Smart translation. Okay, so translation, rotation, scale. Okay, scale. Okay, so I just do copy this. I go back here, and then I go here and I paste this in there. Import class. Alt enter, no. Alt enter, alt enter. There we go. No translation, no left rotation scale. And then we need a semicolon, right? There we go. No, I don't. I need a comma. Oh, how do I do this? I don't need anything. I need another closing bracket. This is that. No, I need one. Okay, you don't have a closing bracket, that's why. There we go, and you need a semicolon. There we go. Okay, no errors. The new vector 3f, so scale, this is for the lifter. So the x should be 3. So if we put in the middle, it should be by 3 by 3 by... How many blocks? Let's do a scale of 20, let's do 15. Okay, and then I do the exact same thing here again. Copy this. And I replace this. Instead of saying white stained glass, I do yellow. Yellow. And instead of saying lifter, I say booster. Booster. And then I'm saying here, I'm doing in which direction? Ooh, okay, so now I need to do a bit more math. Okay, let's do the player direction. So, temporarily, which way am I facing? Just temporarily, I'm facing towards positive Z. So X is 3, Y is 3, and positive Z, so 15. So now if I rerun, we will see, hopefully it works fully. Please. Beg of you. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm excited. I don't need F3. And now I just want to see how well this works. So, if I go back and I check, for example, if I place in the middle here, this should work. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, I like that. Let me make it even taller. So 15, let's do 25. And it's centered in the middle, so I need to move it 1 towards negative, wait, what I'm facing, negative C, so translation, 0, 0, negative 1, comma there, and 1 negative there, so negative 1 there and there. And now, if I really need to kill everything, now if I rerun this, there we go, if I rerun this, it should be perfectly centered. And please work. I beg of you, please work. Done. Wonderful. Back to server. Logging in, encrypting, joining world. Bang. Loading terrain. Now. And we'll see. Booster place. And if I go into the center. Lift. Yes! 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 Okay, let's do 20. Let's do 20 for now. I think I like 20. Did we choose the right block though? That's the question. I think we chose the right block. Yeah, that's probably the best block we have. That's probably the best block we have. So back to server and we join, logging in, encrypting, joining world. So this is probably the best block we have for lift. So if I join, I should see this. Lift correct. Wait, now this is the question. If I disconnect and rejoin, it should still be there. I didn't kill it. That's the question. It should still be there because I didn't kill it. Yes, it's still there. Okay. I just misplaced it, but that's fine. If not, I should make a list. Yeah, I'm probably going to do that. I should make a list wherever I place it. So I need to create a new array list. So array list location, and call this lifter summon locations. equals new array list. There we go. And then where we summon in the location, where we summon it here. Okay, so I'm just say lifter summon locations dot add location. There we go. Okay, so now I have every location. I'm doing the exact same thing again here. There we go, and I'll do another array list. There we go. And then we say booster. Booster. Summon location. And booster summon location. Where did I put booster summon location? Down here. So if I do booster, not lifter, so I do one tab, it should be fine. Yeah, that looks fine. I do here. Booster, I do booster here. Booster summon locations. Okay, so now I just have a list of everything, so in case I lose it. So every time you start a new game, so like when you start flying for the first time, it should resummon everyone. Refuse connection. Is it done compiling? Yes, it's done compiling. So that shouldn't change much. I just don't need to make a mistake. That's the question. I place this in the center. Lift correct. I love it. This is perfect. This is perfect. Okay, wait. Now I need to make it spin. How do I do that? How do I make it spin? Translation. Interpolation. Okay. Interpolation. This is how I do it. Item display. Oh my word. Okay, I'm to put another one up here, an enum element, and then public. I'm putting enum axis, horizontal or vertical. Horizontal. How do I spell it? Horizontal. There we go. So then I'm to make a new function. Which one is this? This is the summon blocks. I need to make it a bit neater. Yeah. It's good enough for now. So I'm to make a new. This is the function, right? To make a new void spin things. Spin display. There we go. So I need a block display and a block display, a display, and then need a rotation axis. What's the rotation do? Clockwise, counterclockwise. Rotate clockwise, rotation. This dot original. It doesn't work. I think I need an axis. Yeah, let's say an axis dot an axis. So we say if axis equals axis dot r axis, rotational axis. If r axis equals axis dot new axis dot element if element dot lift. I just say axis dot lift. I just say if r axis equals axis dot horizontal, then I do in here. Okay, if it's axis dot horizontal, I paste this in here, and oh my word, this is 5 seconds. Let's do it for rotation every 10 seconds. Matrix for F, import class, bucket, import class. Oh my word, plugin. Create local variable called plugin. And I'm going to call this plugin. I think I'm going to use it often in this class, so login. Oh wait, the plugin equals bucket dot get plugin manager dot get plugin Elytra minigame. I think It's a new elytra. What? How does it need? String name. I've no clue. What's the name? Resource paper plugin. Name elytra minigame. Okay, I'm just gonna copy that there, and the name is there. Okay, wonderful. So we've got elytra minigame, and delay the initial. Yeah, that's fine. Plugin task. Display. Okay, that's lucky of me doing it correctly. Spin display. I think directly after you summon it, you should spin it. So set transformation. So before break, let me say. I would put a space there and I say spin display. Booster axis. The axis is booster is this. So the axis for the booster should be in the horizontal, right? So if we go to the booster, this is the booster. So if we turn this, it's horizontal. Yeah, horizontal. What does? Okay, let me check what Paper API does. And the schedule API, the animation. Yeah. Okay, this is vertical. Horizontal. So what do I need to do? Is where do I spin it? Math.radiance, rotate Y, rotate Z. Yes, okay. So that's all the changes. And let me do the same here. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna do here horizontal. I'm gonna do vertical, and rotate Y. That's all I'm going to change. So if I recompile now, we are going to see that hopefully it runs. Okay, so back to serverless and we join here. Now if it spins, I'll be happy. Okay, let me first place it because I don't think it only happens once you place it. Correct. Oh my god, it spins. Yes, it spins. I don't think that is normal. Wait, how big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell? Why is it small all of a sudden? So you turn big. Oh wait, so you go big and it doesn't want to. Okay, let me see if the other one works properly. Let's see if this one works. Are you gonna spin? You gonna spin? Please. Please, I beg of you. Okay, oh, okay, that makes sense. I haven't added that yet. Okay, I have to copy this here and then paste this once below here. Before break, so I'm going to paste this here, spin, and then I say boost and say lifter. Go. And then I need to rework this class because this is not the correct thing to add the entire game here. So elytra minigame, and we'll see if it works. Yeah, and help, wonderful. It's finished. We'll see here. And back to serverless and join. Okay. And we're going to put there. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and place this. Let me just kill everything, and now it should work. Lift is correct. /tp at e type equals block displayed to at s. I don't understand why it constantly goes small. Why does it go small? Math.rotate z float math.radiant. Reverse set interpolation delay. Display.is valid. Wait, is there does it say in the paper how to do? Okay, wait, I don't want to make it smaller. There we go. I I'm not going to do dot scale. I'm not going to make it smaller. It's fine as is. Okay, so it turns into the corner, which is not good. Okay, let's recompile, and hopefully this time it doesn't completely destroy the sizing. Okay, and I've been kicked. Okay, let's see, and done. So if I join again, hopefully it works this time. I'm sorry. So kill block display. Now this should be working. Staying the same size. Now you're not spinning at all. No, yes you are. What axis is this? Facing towards negative Z. Why not? Please. Why? Please, I beg of you. Please. Why does it not want to work? What the heck? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to do that now. I'm not going to suffer through that now. I'm just going to say here, and I'm going to add it here. Say to do. Sonar fix this, you bum. And then here we do the same again, and then we do here to do fix this, you bum. There we go. Okay, now I'm just say here new element effect. Element effect. There we go. So we've got an element effect. This class affects the player. So I need the element effect. I need a player. What's new is this player, and then I say play. I want a semicolon, and then I say here public element effect equals player. And I say here this dot player equals player. So this one selects that. Okay. So this basically makes sure that we have a player we can use. And now my brain is cooked. Okay, what do I need to do next? I need to do next is let me move my entire cursor. This feels a bit cramped. For what reason? Was it just me? No, it isn't me. It's supposed to be like that. Okay. Where was I? Element summoner. No, element effect. You are supposed to be one tab in. Okay. And you are supposed to be one tab in too. Okay, that feels better. I don't know, that feels a bit off. Okay, so we've got our element effect. So this is where we have the player. And we have the player when we have... when do we have a player? We have the player, when do we have the player? We have the player when they start. Let me think about that. We have the player, when do we have the player? We have the player now. Okay, we've got the element effect. So what now we say avoid. We say is a public void apply effect. And I'm going to do this completely differently. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to say void lift player. And to make another one, I'm going to say void boost player. Okay, so apply effect. Now I need to do some. Now this is where I would use the execute command. Now if I just do kill whatever, so wait, and if you compile this, back to server and join. Hopefully this works. Let's see. Back to game, booster place, let's kill. There you go, kill block display, booster place. It won't work here because I'm smart. And it works here, so if I do here, / data get entity at e type equals block display, sort equals nearest, limit equals 1. BT, no, billboard fixed. Wait, I can fit the billboard. Wait. I can say billboard. Wait. Get merge. Wait, can I set the billboard? Glass UID billboard. Hold on, not fixed. Okay, no clue. What I want to say is I want to see here. Here, blocks state. Get type equals block state. Block underscore state. So nbt equals block state. Name equals come on, I don't need this, thank you. Name equals block underscore state. Hold on, name. I'm gonna do this in Minecraft. Name, hold on, Minecraft, hold on, white equals stained, disco glass. My distance equals 5 blocks, 3 blocks, 2 5, 4.5. In the function. Okay, so I asked now Claude, what did it do? Because I know Claude to do this, and that's a bit more complicated. Okay, so I have most of it. Player object. Okay, so I've got location. No, I don't need you. Location of enter. No. Import class location player lock equals player dot get location. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to say there. So when we apply the effect, I'm just going to say player. No, you have a player. I'm just going to say I don't have a player. I don't need anything. So I just want to say player. No, player lock was there. Oh, how do I do that? Detect effect. Yeah, apply effect. Player log. Okay. Let me say thing. Boolean can lift false default. Then we say here for entity entity side of entity inside of a player block dot get world dot get nearby entities player lock in a 5 by y 30 by 5 range. If entity dot no instance of block display block data block data equals block display dot get block. Okay, and then say if block data dot get material equals material dot white underscore stained glass, and let's say and lift equals true. There we go. Player dot send message hello found lift. Okay, and then we break. Okay, now I need to check this, and I think I have to go to the main class there, and I need to make a new bucket runnable, and I think this is on enable, so I'm going to put this way down here. There we go. And to input class entity. Ooh, wait, I'm not going to do that. Entity command source stack player. I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to say new element. I have to say imported, of course. So I say import org.solarcode dot element effect. Oh no, I have to say game no to say dot game elements dot element effect. There we go. Then I can say new element effect dot apply effect. There we go. And then just needs a player initialize equals null. Plugin is this bucket runnable, so we initialize in the very beginning. I think I might need to change this, so I say to do only activate when player start. But I'm to leave it now. Actually, yeah, I'm to leave it now. I'm to leave it for now. So period. Because I think this is a bit more server intensive if we run it like this. Oh, there's an error. Please stop. Build failed. I want to see the error. There we go. Cannot org. This player is null. Okay, that doesn't work. Actually, so I need to move this already now. So I'm going to remove this. Then to do. Okay, so in the glide logic, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use in the listeners. Reset player on player move event starts flying here. On is gliding. That's when we do so. Start flying. So then I do to put that there. Initialize no command source stack. I don't need this. This event.getPlayer. So player equals player. element effect, player.apply effect. So this is bucket runnable. This is no, it's no longer this. Do a plugin, do no, I don't. Okay, so I just need to do new Lytra minigame. Not to get login meta. That's just Lytra minigame. Okay, so that's the main class. So you've got the run task timer. How do I stop it? So task.cancel. Some condition. Okay. So in the run, so flying if reset's true, so is flying, start flying if it's false. If not start flying, then we do this dot cancel, and we return. And I think I should make the brackets because I've got more than one condition. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. So now if I run this, it should not give me an error, and when I start jumping, so once I'm in the air, I should check. So if start flying is true, so if it's true, if start flying, if it's false. Okay, we'll see if it works. Back to server list and replay. Let's see if I get an error. Let me go to cabin. Now it should work. Do I get an error? Yes, I do. And so that still works. So now that's stopped. What's the error? Listeners, yes. Could not pass play a move event to a light tray minigame. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, I have no clue how to solve this. Claude, please save me. Okay. Event handler, and let's put that there. That should be it. There we go. Plugin, list of plugin, this plugin. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put. I don't have a constructor. No, I don't want to have a constructor. I'm gonna delete the constructor for now. Though it says I need to make another. I need to make a map. Hash map. Now I need to import this. Import class. Import class. Import class. Import class. There we go. You've got a UID and flying your class, and then it changed the code. Clean up. Okay, so on player interact, no, boolean flying from here on further. From there. What did I copy? I want this. There we go. Control C, and I go all the way down again. Boolean start flying, there we go, and I do V. Cleanup, okay. Plugin equals new Lytra minigame, there we go. Do another error somewhere? Yes, I do. Where is that error? Start flying. Boolean, I need to have my Boolean. Look at my Boolean. Where start flying is gliding. 9 tasks. Reset. If player is not gliding, then reset play. So I don't need this. I do not need that. Okay, so this should hopefully work now. If I rerun this, this should fix the error. I have no clue how this works, but I trust Claude that knows what it does. Okay, see how that works. Okay, help, we're finished. Go back in here, and we go Back to server directory, and then we open that. There. Back to game. If I now go here and I go cavern, do I get an error? Yes, I do get an error. Okay, let's see. Can I land and still die? Will I die now? Yes, I will. Okay. Let me do Control Z and completely revise this. I don't need the map. Okay, I'm way overcomplicating this. Oh my word, I'm way overcomplicating. I love when I overcomplicate stuff. Okay, so what do we just say here? New element, a summoner, effect, dot. Why can't I use element summoner? I haven't imported it. Control C, Control V, and then to summoner we say effect. There we go. And all the way down here we say element effect dot dot element effect, apply effect, apply. Whoops, I forgot something important. There we go. Apply effect. There we go. And this needs event dot get player. There we go. Okay, so if I rerun this, hopefully now it should work. I really hope so that it runs. If not, I'm a bit disappointed. Okay, let's rerun that and see how it goes. And whoops, actually need to start. So cavern. So now, do I get an error? No, I don't. Wonderful. Yes, it found. Okay, wonderful. It worked. It worked. I'm happy. So it actually worked. It found. So while I'm flying, but if I'm not flying, now that made me happy. It works. It said found lift. So instead I say player dot add velocity. No, set velocity new vector 0. Let's see, 0.1, 2, and 0. If I rerun this, now it would shoot me up in the air, and I should also play a sound. Which sound should I play? I don't know. Back to server list, and let's see what do we get. So if I go here, cavern, and now if I fly. You see here, it zeroes my velocity. Eventually, okay. So I can't add set velocity equals. Okay, that's how I do. I say player dot. Oh no. So I say. Where do I get player? Player dot get velocity plus new vector 2. Why does this not work? It won't be done. Dot add. I have to do dot add. I can't just do plus. Okay. That makes sense. Let's rerun that and hopefully it works. Let's see if it does. And we are running. And done. We help. Back to server list. Joining world. Loading terrain. Cavern. Wonderful. So now, if I'm about to lose my entire velocity, it should add now. Yes, it's a bit high. I think I need to make the range I need to make the number way less. Yeah, I'm to make the number less. So let's do 0.02. because it's times 20 a second and like 3 seconds in there, so it's a big number that's added. Okay, so that works. It works. I'm happy it works. Now, and done. Let's go back to server list and play. Crypting joining world, loading terrain. Oh, let me first cavern. And running. There we go. And now, nothing happened. Wonderful. Let's do 0.5. Rerun this. And hopefully it works. Let's see. And done. Okay, we're back to server list, and let's start. Loading terrain. There we go, and fly. We might cut my velocity. Okay, that did something. So let me do 0.1. Or let me actually 0.5. Let me do 0.9. We rerun that. Maybe that's better. It might work better. And hopefully it works. And done. Help. Back to server list and play. Okay, let's see how it works or runs. And let me open this and cavern. There we go. Let me chop all of my velocity. There we go. Yes, there we go. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, let me go back to creative mode and chop myself. And let me remove my elytra so I don't accidentally start flying again. So this, the booster works. I love it. And it only works when I'm gliding, so that's even cooler. Okay, let me first add like a few so I can do a bit of a demo or a test. Let me put the center one here again. Wonderful. And it only works when I am in the correct place. Let's see if I can like... okay, there's a few another one. And there's another one somewhere here. And there is another one. Maybe I'm to do next checkpoint and we just stop. Oh, there's a bigger one. Okay, so I'm going to limit it. 1, 2, 3. So there's the one middle there. Then no. 2. No. And say distance is .5 blocks. Kill 2 parentheses. You put in the center. Yeah, that's good enough. We're gonna put there, 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 and then we put there. It's not gonna be the full original, but I think that's better than me having to go through a bunch of pain and torture, which I don't want to do, to be quite frankly honest. There we go, and I'm to remove the rest. There we go. And instead of you there, okay, this is this lousy MC edit or world edit, I think even. When they added this, there we go. Okay, wonderful. So now we've got our lifter. Where's the next checkpoint? I feel like it's close somewhere. If we come down here, there are multiple ones here. Let me add them. There's one. There's one. There's one. And there's one. Okay, wonderful. Got our lifter. There's the check. Okay, so I'll end here for now. So now if I go back and I go to cavern and I start playing now, just drop all these blocks. I should be able to complete the map to that checkpoint. I mean, technically speaking, I won't need the boosters, but I'm still going to add the boosters because it's fun. You know, so... perfect. So the 0.9 works wonderful. Nope, I'm not at the death point yet. Let's see how good my elytra flying is, if I'm going to be stuck or not. Come on, please, make it, make it, make it, make it, come on. Yes! Whoops, bit strong, but might need to balance that. Yeah, that's a bit strong. Yeah, I think I need to make it a bit weaker, so 0.7 I think. Then here's another one, but I'm not going to do that for now. And back. Okay. So we have to do 0.75. I feel like that's the best. And then we need to do the same thing again. Or, you know what? Actually, I'm going to put this. Can lift equals true. You know what? I don't think I need the can lift at all. Actually, I don't think I need this. I don't need the can lift. And I'm going to put this in here because it's better to give each thing only one. Player. Okay, and then we're going to make this lift player. There we go. And then do the exact same thing. Now this is where the problem arises. Now this is where I need to make a plan. You know what I actually need to do? I can make an enum. A cardinal looking deer. There we go. And say north, south, east, and west. There we go. Cardinal. Okay. And now I see here cardinal looking direction. Look deer. Looking. I'm forgetting a G there. Looking direction. Look deer. And then I say switch. Look deer. And then we say case east. And then whatever. Break. Break. I just don't want east. There we go, and then break. There we go. Okay, so got look deer renamed to looker. Now I'm to leave it for now, like that. And then what I'm going to do next is actually quite important. Is I'm going to do into the listeners. Or no, I'm actually going to put it here. Because inside the function, say void find no, actually we return the cardinal looking to be find looking direction. There we go. We need a player, and then inside of player we say now if player dot get get the get facing. Block face. Get facing. Oh my word. Yeah, so I say get facing. Okay, so I actually don't need this. Okay, cool. So I say here. I just say player. Then we say block face say direction equals player dot get facing, and then I'm going to say here direction, and then we're just going to put here east. Okay, so that just saves me a bunch of work. Player. So that means I don't need to do this, and I don't need to do this. That's good. It saves me effort. Okay, so while that is working, east, west, whatever, north, south, let's say north. I don't need that. Case south, case east, case and west. Wonderful. So we have a case east and a case south and a case west. I don't need the break for now. There we go. Got our 4 cases. And now this is where it becomes a bit tedious to die, and then I have to remove my elytra. Eventually I need to make a plan how it's going to be a polishing phase, how you can like not escape off the map. Because I mean, if you have enough velocity, you can jump out here. And I mean, what's stopping you from skipping everything? It's completely. Actually, where does this go? Let me see. Where? Yeah. There you go. Here. Yeah, so what's stopping you actually from going from back here? I'll actually try that. I'm curious now. Cavern. Oh wait, there's no shot you're making above that. There's absolutely no shot you're making above that. Absolutely no shot. And there might be. Okay, no. Okay, that's something I'm not going to worry about for now. Though I do need a bunch of velocity. I need to look straight up, so it gives me a bunch of extra. There we go. And now I can skip a huge part of the map. Now I just have to find the correct spot. I think it's here. Oh, okay. Anyways, you can do that, so we need to cap it off at some point. I think that's very easily solved. But I'm not going to get distracted on that now while we're doing that. So, did I update the booster place correctly? No thank you. Element summoner. Did I update the booster place correctly, the size of it? No, it's 5. It's 4 by 4. No, I think it's 5 actually. 5 by 5. And what else do I need to do? I need to fix this. No, I don't need to fix that. What do I actually need to fix? That's a good question. Summon block display, event lifter. No, that isn't. That ain't it. Okay, I have no clue what the back to server list. Now join. Running world, running terrain. Yay! Okay, and then we do here, cavern, and wait, no. I want to go to creative mode. Let me quickly go to creative mode and remove this. Spectator. No. So I can speed myself all the way. All the way. Where am I? To here. There we go. And now if I place it. Yes! Okay. That's a size too big. So it was 4. I don't need you. So it was 4. So it was 4 and 4. And it needs to move. How many blocks? 2 more. Towards. Come on. Towards. Negative x, so negative 2. Negative 2, 0, and 0. And now this is where it gets important. Now this is where I think this is where the function eventually just gets too big. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to copy. Where is it? There we go. I'm going to copy this. Element summoner, element with a player. I've got a player, probably a player. Case lifter, booster. There we go. We do look face. No, I have to go to here. No, not there. I have to go to element effect. Block face, not lock face. Lock face. Alt enter. Import class. I think I have a public player somewhere, right? Please. Please. Okay, wait here. Player equals empty, and then in here I'm gonna say player equals player. There we go. I'm gonna say player equals player, so small player equals player. Yeah, there we go. Move self-assignment. Oh, no, say this dot player equals player. So this refers to this, and that refers to that. Wait, does it actually exist? Wait, imagine it. Wait, I need to figure that out. That. Oh, no! Okay, that'd be funny if I have a that in Java. This and that. Okay, so in our... Where is it? Booster. In the booster, I have... Let's see here. Whoop. So in the booster, I can now do block face, and we say switch direction. We say case north. So in case it's north, then we do all of this. Control X, and there, and we do break. So this is north, and this is inside a switch statement. Okay, this is well done, well deeply nested. What the hell? Okay, I made it a bit big. What's the average size? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks. Okay, it's not 20, it's 6. 6. So, so it's north then. So you got north. And we're facing, and currently we're facing towards south. So we're doing with south, or north, south. So we no. Okay, so north or south, or I want or. Statement in Java. Let's see how what Google says. Value case 0. I can do comma. Please say comma works. Yes, it works. Tis working. Yes. Okay, so case break, and I've got another case east and west, because they're basically the same thing. And then I say here I do the same thing. Okay, now I notice the problem with what I'm having now is for the booster saved I need a rotation 2, so I need to change this for to a map location and a block face direction. And then we hash map. There we go. And then this is dot put location and direction. There we go. So now we save the location and the direction. As for whatever else, okay, so we've got location and direction, and there we go. So that's north south, east west. I'm to copy the exact same thing here. Copy and paste, and then instead of saying booster, it's still booster. North south, so NS east west, east west. Another rotation, so we will face it towards positive X, so we just swap. So we do here, we do here, it's not 15. 4. Booster. This can't be, this is 6. So this becomes 6, and this becomes 4. There we go. So now, depending on the way you look, it should change. Please work, Java. I beg of you, please work, Java. Please, I beg of it. I beg of you. Please work. Okay, done. Okay, let's see. Back to server list. It's so weird being in F3 while inside of whatever. Join the game. So now you should still be the same. If I've not killed you, I haven't killed you because I'm not gliding. Now I have to kill you. Bit big. There we go. So place you now in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 5. Width in the. Which one is it? It's 5. Okay. It means you are 5. There we go. Okay. But if I were to do this, okay, I'm to look for another one. I think there's coming one up right here. Here, it should be in a different rotation. Yes, it works! Yeah! Okay. There we go. We go to there. And finally, I go back one there. Wait, but I did place it centered, right? Hopefully I did place it centered. So I did place it centered, so... Yeah, okay, that's just the sizing. Kill. So let me rerun this. And hopefully it works. And then I had a successful stream. Because then finally, and we repeat, finally, we had... done. Wonderful. Okay. If I join back to server list, and I join, looking encrypting joining world, there we go, loading terrain. Now, please work, please work, please work. Then just need to make a backup, so every time you load it in, it will go through each list and then place it down. But that's where I need to make the function asynchronous, whatever. No, let me. Are you long enough? You're 6 blocks. No, you can't be. There we go. Now if I place you centered, you are there. Yeah! Now I need to animate you, and how the hell am I supposed to do that? I think I'm going to do animation next stream. Now I just need to make sure that the boost works. Wait, do I have a boost? So element effect. Wait, what? Oh wait, I was about to crash out. Why the hell am I here? So it should boost me in the correct direction now. Oh, into the element effect. There we go. It doesn't boost me yet because now I need to say and copy this. So now this is where I need to make the plan. So facing towards negative z isn't facing towards positive z at the moment. So positive z is towards south. Negative z. Okay, so when you put here, y is going to be 0. Negative, because we're north, so negative 0.08. 0.08 north, and south is the inverse. And there we go. So it's positive. Now what's there? East is positive. Okay, that makes it easier. So I'm going to copy you, and to paste you in here. And you're going to be 0, and you're going to be 8. 0.08. And then to copy you finally. Copy and then put you in here. And I'm not going to put you on negative. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. This is not. This is the y. That wouldn't make sense. It'd be 0.08 on the x-axis. There we go. Common mistake I make often. 0.08. There we go. And I rerun this. It should work now. I mean, should it work? Should work now. Okay, and we have entered. There we go. Back to server list. And let me remove the F3 menu. Now, if I fly through here, so let me actually cavern and let me fly through it. So now it's continuously checking if I'm through it. This still works, right? Yep, it still does. And what about you? Oh, okay, that's kind of bad. Wait, let me fix that. Actually, it's not good that it constantly changes though. Why do you keep on changing? Go back to the original. There we go. If I place you, now you're correct. Do not disconnect and I reconnect. Now it should not have crashed. Now if I go here and I cavern and I play now, hopefully, I beg of you, please work. So we're going around here. The corner is less tight. Be correct, yes. Ah! I don't know if that was correct or not. We go in spectator and let me see actually. I might have a bit too much velocity. Anyway, so I'm really happy that it works though. That makes me really happy. That it works. So if I go back in here and I add another one here. Yes, and it places correctly the correct orientation. That's bloody cool. Okay, we place it in center there. Nope. Why are you placing like that? Do I have to place you here? Apparently so. Place you here like that. Okay, guess so. And then another one there. Okay, that's just weird. So one there and one there. Okay, we'll see how that looks. Want to see? No, I don't like that. I only want one. Kill 2 entities and then put you there. That's one is good enough for now. And where is the check mark where we ended off? Here's another one. Ooh, that's interesting. I need a white. White car. No, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to check in the summoner. Also going to add here where we check if we're placing the correct thing. White carpet, yellow carpet, and or orange carpet, I guess. Or orange carpet. Then we close off there. No, orange equals close off there, and I remove you there. I need one there. I need one there. And I need one there. Yes. Let me rebuild that. And hopefully it runs properly this time. Okay, let's see how it goes. And compiled. I love that it finally works in IntelliJ. That's so cool. In terrain, there we go. Okay, where was I actually? I was all the way through to... Wait, does it change? Why do you change? And you don't save. Okay. That is weird that it doesn't save properly. But hey, that's why we're saving the positions before I add all the elements. Correct. Okay, that's the one where it doesn't work. We have to put it here. And then finally to the check mark or checkpoint save. It's because I still see there. It's placed correctly. No, it's not. Let me do it here where it would have been. No, it's not. Let me place it here. Yeah, okay. Guess it's a bit of experimenting. And then put another one over here. And then the last one's over here. And then finally here. And then there's the check mark. Okay, so let me go back to Cavern and actually fly through. Because if it works, then I'm very happy. Then it needs to eventually make a backup system where it runs properly. No clue if that worked or not. I think it might have. Okay, this is bad playing of me. But hey, at least the death screen works. So the Y works. So the lift is the sending actually called? I don't need you. Summon block display. Here now, an element effect. Do we actually call boost play? No, we don't. Okay, that's why. We don't call. Okay, so that's what doesn't work. That's because yellow. Yellow. Stained glass. And we don't call lift player, we call boost player. There we go. And now it should run. And then we've got the base game finished. And the next stream is just polishing. Oh, I'm so excited that it went this well. It's not that much complication. Back to server list and join. And then we just need to do the rest of the maps. And then the thing is finished. Let me actually play. Oh, no, I can't play. Wait. I need to resummon every one of these. That's the only disappointment. You stay for some odd reason. You don't. So, I'll see. I will see. So, depending on what I'm doing now. So, I have to put you there. Then I have to put you there. So, you're fine. Then I have to put you there. Like that. Okay. And then that's the checkpoint. So now if I go back and I haven't and I drop that. Actually, I don't want to keep that. I want to go there. Now it should work. I mean, can't be this complicated. Oh my word, yeah, it boosts. I can feel that. Oh yeah, it boosts for sure, but we have to decrease the boost by a lot. Okay, I have to decrease the boost by a lot. Let's see here, boost. Let's do 0.5. So I'm gonna do 0. Let's do 0.3. Three and 3, but I feel like that's fine. I'm not going to replace every single one again, but I think then we're done for the day. It's not too shabby. Back to server list and play. Going terrain. Okay, now if I go to cavern and I jump, so it should be way less now. And then next stream I need to add. So this thing boosts me. Now I need to cut off a bunch of. I did a bit too much velocity. Yep, I did too much. Okay, let me just die here. Let me die in peace. Come on, let me die in peace. Okay, so if I go around here, I want to lose a bit of velocity. So let me cut my velocity here. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, that's way better. That's way better with the velocity there. Okay, so we are going to have fun. Let's see if that velocity down there. Let me see if it works. Oh yeah, that boost is fine. I mean, it's not too powerful, but it just gives you enough velocity to go through and whatever you do. Okay, I think that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching till the end. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.